History often forgets the lonely women from the lonely towns. For centuries, no one knew what happened to Goody Cole and that stake in her heart. She became the witch of folklore, haunting the seacoast. Some said the townsfolk buried her in an unmarked grave on the far side of town, forgotten, a school eventually built over her. Some said she was thrown in a ditch by what would come to be the highway out of town. Men wrote poems of her, immortalized her as a witch who lurked, ugly and alone, cursing her neighbors. History often keeps secrets, but some of the people of Hampton did not. On that October evening in 1680, Bradbury and Fuller, the same men who had testified time and again that Cole was a witch, acting on behalf of the entire town, took her corpse, stake and all, and loaded it into a small boat. They paddled hard through the angry Atlantic waves toward the small collection of islands off their shore, straddling coasts. The truth is, Fuller and Bradbury took the boat to the island right near what would be White and Seavey, not too far from Star. They pulled the tiny boat up to the shore of the island that would come to be called Juniper, which was empty and desolate but for a small hut used briefly by passing fishermen. The truth is, they took Goody Cole's body to the rocky cliff's edge of Juniper Island and threw her into the ocean, watching as she sank and was swallowed into the darkness. The truth is, they so feared the woman that they punished her one last time, even in death. The ocean was the only thing angry enough to trap the corpse of an angry woman. History remembered Goody Cole as a witch and not a woman, so it often forgot that Goody Cole was not alone, that she had a daughter, and that the villagers took her too, and her newborn daughter held in her arms onto the boat, that they thrust her into the small shack on Juniper Island and left her alone as they paddled back to the mainland. They left one dead Cole woman in the ocean and left another for dead on the shore. And there, on the country's tiniest sliver of coast on mainland Hampton, people moved on. But not too much later, some came to live on Juniper Island. And when they came, the living Cole woman and her daughter were there waiting for them, having survived against the odds. The island provided for the woman and her child, as though it wanted to keep her.